Hi everybody, this is Sonia, and I am here to do a tag, and it is from Molly and Joe, and it is the holiday tag. And there are 8 questions, so if I'm looking away, I'm reading the questions. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Number 1. What holiday do you celebrate at this time of year? It would be Christmas. Number 2. What's the worst holiday gift you ever received? And what was the best? The worst, I don't know. I appreciate everything I get. I have never gotten anything that I totally, despise or, anything. Pretty much, if people want suggestions, I give them suggestions, and most of the time they stick pretty close to what my suggestions are, or something, or else they know me very well and I will get something that is useful to me. Now, the best gift that I ever got was an engagement ring for Christmas. Now, that was very, very exciting. That was a very happy, exciting Christmas. Number 3, what is your favorite holiday cookie or candy? I love fudge. Very traditional. I love fudge. And I also like the oatmeal peanut butter icebox cookies, where you put them, you boil them on the stove and you put them on cookie sheet and they harden up and they get real hard and you eat them. I love those. Those are my 2 favorite candy and cookies. Number 4, if you could go anywhere in the world to spend the holidays, where would you go? I would stay in the United States. I'm in California. I would only go to Colorado, and I would spend the Christmas holidays with my brother. We have not spent Christmas holidays together since, I would say, 1990. So I think that would be very special, for both of us. Number 5, what is your favorite childhood holiday memory? Favorite grown-up holiday memory? Well, this is just actually, it's funny. It's not really. When I was about 8, maybe, it was Christmas Eve. We were going to go to our relative's house, like we always did, to celebrate. All the family would go to a certain house of our relatives every year, and we would have Christmas dinner together, and we would exchange gifts among the cousins and stuff like that. Well, before we left, my mom and dad had me and my brother, they put us out in the car, because back then, people were not afraid to do stuff like that. And we stayed there, and they said, well, we'll be right back. And they went back in the house. Well, after a little while, they came back out, and we proceeded on to our get-together. Well, in my mind, I was wondering, well, why are they having to go back into the car? Because they had brought everything out with them. And back then, we opened up our gifts and everything on Christmas Eve. And so they would make it that Santa came while we were gone for the get-together. Well, I guess that year it finally clicked. I finally got old enough, and I figured that out. And when we came back home, Santa had been there. It was like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Santa had been there, and it just clicked. I never said anything to them, except a couple of years later, I think, I brought it up that I knew that they were putting the gifts, under the tree. But, yeah, it was just sitting in the car, and it kind of clicked on me that maybe that's what they were doing. I wasn't sure. Let me see. My favorite grown-up holiday memory? I would say the Christmases when my children were born, their first Christmases, spending it, with my husband and my 2 sons. They were born a year apart, so they were both born in September. So one would have been very small, the other one would have been about a year old, and when we celebrated it all together. So that is a really happy memory for me, is with my young children. Let me see. Do you decorate for your holiday? Are you an over-decorator or a minimalist, or somewhere in between? I would say I am somewhere in between. I put my tree up. I have pet stockings that I put up for my pets. I don't know. My table is decorated with Christmas themed tablecloth, and got poinsettias out and stuff on the walls. So I think I'm a little more than a minimalist. I have a wreath on my door, things like that. But yeah, I would think I'm a little more than a minimalist, but because I think I do more than just a few things. Do you have a big holiday meal? Does it involve just your immediate family, extended family, friends, or a mixture of all? Right now, it's just immediate family. It's my mom, my dad, me, and my 2 sons. Those, that's who we get together and we celebrate. But as I was mentioning earlier, when I was younger, we would the families would go to one family that would always have it, and we'd have a big get-together. So, but now that we're all older and we have our own kids and all of that and do our own things, then it's just immediate family. And number 8, family holiday, or favorite holiday to stitch. Doesn't have to be this holiday. It can be a time of the year. I do like to cross-stitch Christmas themed stuff.